Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers, let's breathe. Whoa! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. The breath of life. Raising the frequency. I feel so much better now. Raising the vibration. Sending you all tons of good ass energy, deep divers. Take that, take that, take that. The cat down the road said you received it and you feel better, deep divers. Look, let's talk about how the cost of staying the same exceeds the cost of change. Become your greatest version. Deep divers, I said the cost of staying the same exceeds the cost of change. And I was thinking about this, like, oh my gosh, people think like staying the same is gonna save them. But there's a way higher cost staying the same, deep divers. The information I'm gonna share with you in this video is not only gonna blow your mind, deep divers, it is truly gonna change your entire life forever. I want all of you right now to hit the like button if you support the real. Hit the like button if you support the real, deep divers, because we got a whole lot to talk about. Look, if you are watching this video, this is your confirmation. An unexpected blessing and miracle is coming your way this week. If you're ready to receive it, just say thank you. Thank you, thank you. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? So deep divers, let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. I realized that the cost of staying the same exceeds the cost of change. And what I mean by this is that so many of us, we live our lives holding on to who we are, holding on to who we've ever known, holding on to this familiar version of ourselves, not realizing that actually it's a slow poison. Because staying the same exceeds the cost of change. How do I know? Because I know, deep divers, trust me, I'm a doctor. Look, along my early journey, I was living life on autopilot. I was doing the same thing every single day. And I'm like, I'll just do this forever. Not realizing I was digging my own grave. And so many of us right now are caught up in a lifestyle which we're just surviving. We're just getting through the day. It's familiar. It's all we know. But it's actually holding us back. It's actually getting in the way of our greatness. It's actually preventing you from leveling up. And I saw this along my early journey, that actually the cost of staying the same exceeds the cost of change. Why do so many people in this world want to stay where they are? Live in the same neighborhood. Hang around the same people. Go to the shops they've always gone to. Take the same route they've always taken. Because that's all we know. And deep divers, who wants to go to a place they've never gone to before? Who wants to embrace the unknown? Not many people. They're not like, sign me up. No, they're like, I don't want that. I want to stay in my comfort zone. But deep divers, the cost of staying the same exceeds the cost of change. I realized this, that actually I was really comfortable a couple of years ago. I had my job, I was comfortable, but I realized I was stagnating. And I had to have a conversation with myself like, Ralph, wait a second. Don't you know that your comfort zone has a hidden interest rate? Don't you know, deep divers, that comfort has a hidden interest rate? What once felt safe now charges you quietly. Time, energy, self-respect. You don't notice it daily, but the debt compounds. I realized, deep divers, that my comfort zone was actually my biggest prison in disguise. A lot of us, we get comfortable. I got comfortable because when I started to create, I'm like, okay, I'm living like a rock star right now. Let me fall back. Not realizing that what got me there was just trying something new. But a lot of us, we can fall back and regress once we get comfortable. And this can actually hurt us in the long run. So I stay hungry and I stay uncomfortable. I stay challenging myself every single day, learning something new, going to a place I've never gone before. Because I know that the moment I become comfortable, it's over. The moment I become comfortable, I'm going to stagnate. Growth happens in discomfort. Growth happens facing the unknown. Growth happens when you are evolving into a whole new version of yourself. So many of us, we've become accustomed to our current version, thinking that's all we're going to be. Thinking that's all we are going to be. Nothing could be further from the truth. So I have to remind myself that actually, I've got to pivot. Every 3 years, deep divers, what's helped me along my journey is to pivot. Make a change somewhere in your life. That could include a change in your diet. That could include a change in your friends, in your friend circle. That could include a change in where you live, getting out of your neighborhood, getting out of your city. That could include a change of your mindset. But we've got to remind ourselves, deep divers, we've got to upgrade, update, reboot, uninstall, reinstall. Our mind is a computer. Deep divers, it needs a software update every 3 years. A lot of us, we're running on old programs, old systems, and that's the reason why we're not leveling up. I realize this. Every new level, every next level of your life, deep divers, requires a whole new level of consciousness. It requires a whole new version of yourself. It requires a whole new mindset. Every new level, every next level requires a whole new you. So remind yourself, deep divers, the cost of staying the same is about to exceed the cost of change. There comes a point in your life, deep divers, have you noticed this, that you know deep down that if you continue this way, in the next 10 years, you're going to regret it. There was a nurse in Australia, Bronnie Ware, who worked in palliative care. And she asked elderly people their biggest regret. It was like not traveling, not doing the things I loved, not making enough time for what really mattered in life, not being around friends and family. All of these things, a lot of us take for granted. And that's because a lot of us, we continue on this trajectory of the old version of ourselves. Even when everything else is upgrading and updating, we're still living a limited version of who we are. Untapped potential, deep divers. The cost of staying the same is about to exceed the cost of change. Become your greatest version, deep divers. Look, take a listen to this. Deep Divers, the brand new book is now available, The Bible of Becoming Your Greatest Version. I'm excited. Feel alive too. Unlock your infinite power. The secret recipe to becoming your greatest version is now available on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/the-book. Click the link down below, Deep Divers. You're going to absolutely love it. And join the YouTube membership. Get all new exclusive content, full access to all the live stream shows. Click join down below and join the new Ralph Smart Patreon page for videos designed to help you become your greatest version. Over 300 of them. Oh, you're going to love it. patreon.com/RalphSmart. Click the link down below, deep divers. And if you want a one-to-one consultation with me so I can help you become your greatest version, book a session at ralphsmart.com/one-to-one sessions. And deep divers, go and get the brand new Good Ass Prana shirts. All new designs you're going to love at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. And if you're a sexy ass model, whoa, with a whole lot of heart, you want to model the clothing, well, go and buy some. The cost of staying the same, deep divers, is about to exceed the cost of change. Like, a lot of people right now, they believe that staying the same is going to bring them peace. Staying the same, deep divers, doesn't remove discomfort. It only makes it predictable. Predictability is not peace. And that's what I had to realize along my journey. Even though I was doing the same thing every single day, predictability is not peace. Peace comes when you know you are blossoming and blooming, when you're expanding your wings, when you're opening your arms, deep divers. That's when peace comes. When you realize that actually you came here to have the most expansive life experience ever. Someone lied to you. This whole matrix has programmed so many people just to settle. Someone once said most people die at 18 and aren't buried until 75. Because in between, a lot of us, we just settle for mediocrity. We just settle, do what our parents want us to do, what our friends want us to do, neglecting our own inner needs, deep divers, and our life becomes stagnant. The cost of staying the same is about to exceed the cost of change. I've seen it even with content creation. Like, YouTube is changing right in front of my eyes, deep divers. I'm seeing the rise of live streaming. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta get on board. Because you see, everything is constantly upgrading and evolving. So I had to learn how to live stream, right? We've always got to remind ourselves that we don't want to allow ourselves to get stuck in a time capsule. We don't want to allow ourselves to get stuck in the good old days. The good old days, deep divers. No, it's about right now. It's about saying, actually, okay, I'm so thankful for the good old days. But what's happening right now? Where is my life at right now? What are the opportunity costs? And we can talk about opportunity costs. If I had stayed the same many years ago, there would be no infinite waters. When I left my 9-to-5, I didn't leave it because I wasn't earning. I left it because of the opportunity costs. I realized that my most valuable asset is not money, it is my time. Slow motion this side. I said I realized my most valuable asset, deep divers, was not money, dinero. No, it was my time. And I had to be flexible. I had to travel. I had to have time to create, have time to write #1 best-selling books, which I've done. And I'm still a student. But what's helped me tremendously become my greatest version is to realize the cost of staying the same is about to exceed the cost of change. That word, pivot. It's about realizing it's not the strongest who survive. It's those who are able to adapt to the new times. Take a look at these artists who fell off. It can happen to anybody. But once upon a time, they were on top. But if you don't adapt, the game evolves. There are only those few people who are able to realize that what they were doing, which was successful in the past, they have to now modify it right now because it's not going to work. Every 3 years, 3 is my favorite number, deep divers, the system resets. You got to pivot. You got to try something new. Do a little samba, baby. Raise the frequency. And I've seen it along my journey. The cost of staying the same is about to exceed the cost of change. There are a lot of people who just settle. They've been in that job for like 15 years, but they don't want to be there. But they're like, actually, this is all I know. This is all I'm good for. And even though they know deep down it's not helping them, they stay the same. Well, deep divers, if you want to help yourself out, realize the cost of staying the same is about to exceed the cost of change. It's expensive to stay the same. Like sometimes we see people who are taking these wild risks, going to a new country, changing their career. We're like, oh my gosh, what are they doing? It seems crazy, but in the end, they'll be smiling because the universe reveals its secrets to people who dare to follow their hearts. I had to follow my heart. People said, Ralph, don't do it. It's not going to work out. I told them the cost of staying the same exceeds the cost of change. Deep divers, I'm encouraging all of you to take that wild road trip. Don't ask, how is it going to work out? You don't need to know how it's going to work out, deep divers. All you have to do is trust the timing of your life. All you have to do is realize that your timing is your timing. Trust that. All you have to do is realize that, well, it's better than that routine. All you have to do is realize that actually, if I had continued in that old version of myself, I would have become stuck forever. I would have been 80 having regrets. Now I'm 30, 40, 50, living my best life because I took a chance on myself. I bet on myself, deep divers. Now, your identity is lagging behind your capacity. And this is huge. Your identity is lagging behind your capacity. Let me explain. So many people right now are operating way below their true capacity, their true potential. So many people right now are operating beneath what they are truly capable of because their self-concept hasn't updated yet. And that's the reason why I always talk about mindset. It's all mental. What you see for yourself matters entirely. Your perception that you have of yourself, where you want to be in life, is governing every decision that you make. Oh my gosh, deep divers. That's the reason why every 3 years, form a new identity. Form a new identity. Recreate yourself. Reinvent yourself. Do a little samba, baby. Because when you are no longer content with this current version, the universe gives you a whole new version. There's a reason why a snake sheds skin. We've got to do the same in our own lives and shed that old skin, that old energy. Leave that chapter. Leave that chapter. And right now, we all want to do that. Allow ourselves to leave that chapter that's not been serving us, that's not been taking us to where we know we could all go. And once you do that, deep divers, the rewards are plentiful. So beneficial. Once you demand more of yourself, once you do the work, the rewards will be on your doorstep. The cost of staying the same, deep divers, exceeds the cost of change. It's about to exceed it. And energy leakage is the first warning sign. Exhaustion without clear cause often means you're spending energy maintaining a version of life that no longer fits. Change is no longer the risk, deep divers. Stagnation is. Slow motion this side. So I'm encouraging all of you right now to realize earlier in life, change was dangerous. Now, staying put carries the real downside. There comes a point in your life, deep divers, where actually staying where you are right now is going to be far more dangerous than making a change. If you're ready to make a change, deep divers, a change gonna come. Shout out to Sam Cooke. I want all of you right now to hit that like button if you support the real, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Once again, hit that like button right now if you support the real. And that's why I'm just saying, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? Let's breathe. Whoa, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. Yo! Once again, deep divers, hit the like button if you support the real. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. And remind yourself, the cost of staying the same is about to exceed the cost of change. One love. Peace.